Hey, shalom, shalom. What does it say? All praises be to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakapadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the sincere brethren, acting out there across the four winds, the four corners of the globe, pushing the truth, the good news of Yahweh Shai, proclaiming salvation to the elect of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and proclaiming the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and his wicked empire. So this video is going to be going into Joel, the 3rd chapter, through the Spirit, breaking it down, man. You understand? So this is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, in those days, and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. For behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, basically the end, bringing our captivity to an end, man, of the Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. In that time, which is these end times, when the Lord is going to what? Do away with our captivity. Do away with us being under the heathen nations, chiefly Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So this is going into what? World War III, man. And hey, just now I was watching videos, man, on what? The drums of war are beating, man, which is heavy in Joel, the 3rd chapter, going into World War III. Over there with China and Taiwan, you know what I mean? But we know the epicenter is going to be what? In the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, like the scripture says, over there in the Middle East region. But it's going to be a global theater of war over there in the Pacific, which is China, Taiwan, Japan, you know what I mean, over there in Europe, you know what I mean, and the war is going to come into America too, man. It's going to be a global war, man. NATO versus the EU, NATO and the EU versus Russia and her allies, Russia, China, Iran, you know what I mean, against Israel and NATO and America, so on and so forth, man. This is the times that we're heading into, and we see everything pointing that way. We see in the geopolitical juxtapositioning. And why? Because the Lord getting ready to what? Bring again the captivity of the children of Israel. Bring again meaning to what? End the captivity of the children of Israel, man. Bring it to an end. So this is the book of Joel, chapter 3. Joel chapter 3, verse Joel chapter 3, verse 3. And they have cast lots, for my people. Let me go back to 2 again. I will also gather all nations. I will bring them down into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered amongst the nations and parted by land. Parted the land, scattered us amongst the nations through slavery. Parted the land, what? You have the so-called Jews over there in the land of Israel proclaiming to be us. Verse 3, and they have cast lots for my people, going into what? The auctioning blocks during the time of slavery, the slave trade. And have given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Giving a boy for an harlot, man. Turning Jake into alphabet boys, man. You know what I mean? Like selling girls for what? Wine and different. They sold Jake, man. Men and women for what? Goods. You know what I mean? Resources, money, so on and so forth. Musket, guns, and wine, so on and so forth. You understand? So there's a payback for that, man, for the nations that took part in that. And the 3 main nations are Esau, Ishmael, and the Hamitic nations, man, over there in Africa, man, that took part in the slave trade, man, known as the transatlantic or the triangular slave trade. And this is written in the book of Joel, man. Joel chapter 3, verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with thee, to do with me or Tyre and Zidon, which are Canaanite nations, Hamitic nations, will ye render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I turn your recompense upon your own head? So these nations saw enslaving the Negroes, you know what I mean, as a recompense unto the Most High for not choosing them as the chosen nation. Man. So you think you're going to recompense the Most High, but guess what? The recompense coming swiftly upon your head, man. You know what I mean? You Hamitic nations. You know what I mean? Over there in the land of Africa, you different Hamitic tribes that participated in the slave trade, man. You understand? And Canaan, the children of Canaan in and of itself is a cursed nation, man. Going back to Ham, because the curse fell on Canaan, man. The curse of Ham, so to speak, fell on Canaan. You understand? So, hey, it's going to be hell coming to you, indigenous Africans over there, man. You know what I mean? You Hamitic tribes over there in East Africa, over there in South Africa. You know what I mean? Different Hamitic tribes over there in West Africa. Because, hey, not all those tribes over there in West Africa are jakes, man. You have a lot of Hamitic peoples over there, man, who were selling jakes into slavery, man. You understand? You have the Ethiopians, them Kenyans, man. You know what I mean? Them Sudanese. Those are Hamitic peoples, man. And they're going to suffer the sword, man. You know what I mean? The Philistines, so on and so forth, man. They're going to go into captivity under the children of Israel, man. Verse 5. Yeah, it doesn't matter even though their skin color is dark, man. That doesn't matter. That don't mean SHIT, man. That don't make you the same nation, man. That don't make you the same peoples. Just because your skin color is of a darker hue. Hell no, man. If you are heathen, hey, you are heathen, man. If you are heathen, you are heathen, and the Lord is gonna judge you accordingly. Verse 6. The children, slack in verse 5, because you have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. So time and time again, when the heathens took us down, man, they took our resources, man. I mean, when they took down the temple, so on and so forth, they took the things of the temple, man. You know what I mean? At one time, the Hamites even took the Ark of the Covenant, man, and they were cursed. They were getting cursed and plagued behind that. Verse 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. And the Grecians are who? The Edomites, man. The Caucasian people, man. The Greeks. So-called white people, man. Who were the Hamites and the Arabs selling Jake over there in the West Coast too? They were selling Jake to what? To the Grecians, man. To the so-called Caucasian Europeans, man. Whether it be the French, the Dutch, the Spanish, so on and so forth. And let me see if I can pull up the book real quick. Hey, brothers used to have this book all the time. Let's see if I have it here. I got two books, man. Two books right here, man. Two books brothers should get into. Well, brothers, check out if you have time, which a lot of brothers who seasoned in truth have these books already. Babylon to Timbuktu, which goes into what? In this book it said you are over 1 million slaves. I can't remember the page exactly, but over 1 million Negroes fled into West Africa, man, and how the slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves, man. You know what I mean? So this is the book right here, man. This is the book right here. So this is the verse right here, page 84. In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. So we all brothers always speak about 70 AD and the fall of Jerusalem, the fall of Judea. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter. During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution. Fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves. Kind of even quotes what Deuteronomy 28 28 chapter 64 verse, man. You know what I mean? And it tells you here, man, Deuteronomy 28 verses 15 to 68, man. So this book is on point, man. You know what I mean? This book is on point, man. So this is page 84 of the book Babylon to Timbuktu, man. Goes into that history of dealing with Jake from going from Israel to West Africa. And this is the book deals with Jake over there in West Africa, man. It goes into the different tribes over there in West Africa. Tribes of Israelites over there in West Africa. Like the Ashanti. And it actually tells you which countries they went to, man. You know what I mean? Like the Ashanti is heavy in the so-called West Indies, man. You know what I mean? Down there in Jamaica, Suriname, so on and so forth, man. Then West Indian Islands, which is the tribe of Benjamin, man. So it goes into that, man. And it tells you about that. So it goes into the history of the Israelites, man. And our interactions with the Hamites, the Arabs, and the so-called white man, man. So back in the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 7, behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them. Come. So the Lord is going to raise us out of the place where you devils, you Hamitic devils, and you Ishmaelite devils, and you Edomite devils sold us to, man, which is here in America, in the Caribbean islands, in Brazil, so on and so forth, man. You know what I mean? Which was heavy on the Southern Kingdom, but also the Northern Kingdom, they got sold, man. They got taken from the Americas back to Europe. The Tainos, the Native Americans, so on and so forth. Behold, I will raise them out of the place where ye have sold them, and I will return your recompense. Salakia. Behold, I will raise them out of the place where ye have sold them, and I will return your recompense upon your own head, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord had spoken it. Can't. So the Lord is going to get vengeance upon these heathens, man. By what? The children of Israel, children of Judah, putting them into captivity, man. Isaiah the 68th chapter, man. So on and so forth. The different, amen. Romans 13 and 9, 8. Psalms 28. The scriptures go heavy into what? The Lord having the heathen in slavery and subjection under the children of Israel. You understand? Verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. So this is going to lead to us being back on top. And World War III is a good thing for the elect of the nation of Israel. It's not a bad thing. It's not something to be sad or worried about, man. The time of war that we're in is a good sign for the children of Israel, you understand? Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men of war, draw near, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. So all these nations are what? Building up their military. Pakistan, North Korea, India, China. All these making what? Military build up, man. Building up their nuclear armament, so on and so forth. Why? To prepare for the time of war. Beat your plowshares into swords, and let your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I'm strong. So basically put all your money towards your military, man. Forget about agriculture, forget about this or that, man. The main focus of these nations are what? Prepping for that World War III, man. Making moves to make sure they're in that best position to quote unquote come out on top, man. Not knowing that what? The children of Israel is gonna come out on top, man. And the Lord is just gonna use them to destroy each other. And then Yahweh Shai gonna come back in the midst of that and vanquish all of them bastards, man. Assemble yourselves, all ye, and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. The mighty ones of the Lord is what? Yahweh Shai and the angels, man. They're gonna come down in the midst of this World War III, man. And they're gonna come out the real victors, man. Yahweh Shai and the angels, man. And then 144,000 that Yahweh Shai is gonna give salvation to, man. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yehoshaphat. So the valley of Yehoshaphat over there in the Levant, the Middle East region. You know what I mean? That's going to be the hotbed, man. It is a hotbed for what? For this World War III, man. Because the scriptures goes into what? The least of the flock, which is Amalek, who occupies the state of Israel right now, drawing them out, drawing America out into this World War III. And what we see Amalek doing, what they're doing over there in Gaza, man, their interactions with the country of Iran. You know what I mean? So we know if they're gonna be Amalek, man, the chief of the house of Edom is gonna be the main ones to kick things off, man, into the right direction. And that's what they're doing, man. Kicking things off into World War III, man, stirring things up. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow. For their wickedness is wickedness is great. So there's gonna be a great slaughter upon the earth, man. Vanquishing the wicked, man. Vanquishing the wicked power structure. Vanquishing the armies of the earth. Multitudes and multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. Over there in the valley of Yahweh Shabbat, Yahweh's judgment. The day of the Lord is near. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. So basically, wisdom and knowledge and understanding is going to be brought low in that time, man. The only men with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is going to be what the prophets of the Lord, the hopeful elect. We're going to know what's going on, man, because these nations are going to be a lapse in their thinking, in their wisdom, that they're going to destroy each other, man. You understand? They're not going to be thinking with using wisdom, not knowing that if they unleash these nuclear weapons, that's going to be the end of their empires, man. But the Lord is going to put it in them that, yo, to do it, man. You know what I mean? The Lord going to take that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from the men up on high of these different heathen nations and cause them to what? Be to their own destruction, man. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem. Kind of that sun and the moon darkening, you can also apply that to what? The different signs in the skies, man. The different eclipses, so on and so forth, man. You understand? The different heavenly signs. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. And after this nuclear destruction, it's gonna be dark, man. They call it what, a nuclear winter, man. So definitely the sun and the moon, the environment, the whole earth is gonna be earthquakes, volcanoes, all type of tsunamis, so on and so forth happening across the planet, man. It's gonna be like a never seen before weather phenomenon, man. When all of this turmoil and destruction and nuclear warfare is happening. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake, but the Lord will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. So the Lord is gonna what? Be the strength to the children of Israel, man. The strength of our salvation. So shall ye know that I am the Lord, your power dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall be no strangers pass through her anymore. So the heathen ain't gonna be above us, man. We're gonna be above all the heathen like it's supposed to be, man. It ain't no strangers gonna be ruling up over the children of Israel or ruling in the land of Israel, man. The kings of the earth, man, is gonna be reestablished as being the sons of Israel. And our headquarters is going to be Israel, Jerusalem, man. Jerusalem, Israel, man. And it shall come to pass in that day that the mountain shall drop down new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and all the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and the fountain shall come forth out of the house of the Lord, and shall water the valley of Shittim. So basically, Israel is going to be flourishing. The children of Israel is going to be flourishing. We're going to be in our absolute regal, you know what I mean, aristocrat state, righteous state. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. So the heathen are going to be done for, man. They're going to be totally in subjugation, man. And we know over here in America is going to be a wasteland to never be inhabited by humans. Shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness, for the violence against the children of Judah because they have shed innocent blood in their land. Come. War unto the bloody kingdom, Amos 9 and 8. So Esau, Edom has all type of blood of the children of Israel, from Judah down to Issachar on his hands, man. Innocent blood to him, man. You know what I mean? Innocent blood. Just come over here slaughtering, killing, murdering. John 10 and 10. Because they have shed innocent blood in their land, but Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem for generation to generation. For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for the Lord dwelleth in Zion. Come. So basically, Joel, the third chapter, is a beautiful chapter, man, because it goes from our captivity. You know what I mean? They were transatlantic slave trade, those Hamites, those Palestinians. You know what I mean? And the Edomites selling us into slavery. And then going into what? Going into what? Us getting out of that slavery, man, which is the World War III, the end of the world, man. The end of Esau's age, 2 Ezra 6 and 9. And then us coming out of that, being on top and being ruled, and being rulers of the planet, being rulers of the world under Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in righteousness, man. You understand? And that's what's gonna happen, man. That's what we pray, because we in the stage right now of what? Joel 3 and 9 on down, man. That's what we at right now. Joel 3 and 9 on down. You know what I mean? If you want to know where we at right now, Joel 3 and 9 on down. That's the place in prophecy we at, man, concerning World War III, the end of the world, and redemption of the children of Israel. Hey, so with that, I want to say all praises be to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakapadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone rule well, and shalom to the elect. Hopefully this was edifying. Shalom. Bob.